Okay, so I found a small tin of the Gamo rockets, and these should be able to penetrate if this pistol has the velocity and the energy to actually penetrate an aluminum can. Now in this particular case I am going to use a different can for this, and this particular can is my deodorant of choice, Degree antiperspirant. Alright, now there is some material still left in there, so it's not a completely empty can. So this may be, I wouldn't necessarily say a little more spectacular, but perhaps that will show a little more life when it gets hit. Okay, let's move this back into the side a little bit again. And we'll see if we can hit this. The problem with not knowing whether or not you're on target is when you're shooting, you don't know whether or not you're hitting it, or whether or not you're close enough to actually hit it, or how far off you are. Alright, let me try one of the red fires again, since that's what I used the first time and sighted the weapon on with. Let's see what these did. Okay, once again another split, not really a penetration or anything like that, but you can see some of the goo that come out of there with that. Okay, so one thing about pellets is they all have different flight characteristics, and whenever you sight in a weapon or pellet pistol using a particular pellet, you'll probably have the greatest accuracy with that pellet. Okay. But I really would like to see what these Gamo rockets do compared to the ballistic tip pistols, pellets. Okay, no hits on that. So, as I said, they all shoot a little differently, and I'd probably have to go through the procedure of printing on paper and then compensating for the different flight characteristics of that particular pellet compared to the ballistic tips. But I just want to give it a couple more shots and see what happens. So please bear with me. Now without sighting it in, I have absolutely no idea where these shots are going. I can't see any disturbances in the grass. I'm not really hearing anything. So I'm just kind of shooting right now, so it seems just to be shooting. Okay, that might be something. Let's raise our aim a little bit. There you go. The pellet hitting the wood was the dead giveaway. And of interest for penetration, this is the rocket. You can see the BB still embedded in the wood. And it looks like it was just a graze, just enough to kick it off balance. Alright. So, still don't have the penetration. I did get a hit, and I think I do know how to aim it a little better now. So, I'll give it 1 or 2 more cracks. And if I can't hit it, then I'll call it a day. Sounded a little more flush. And once again, mostly a crack. No real penetration. That's a pretty heavy gauge can, I would assume. So let's try it on the smaller, thinner deodorant can. And for good measure, let's see if we can hit it in the bottom, just to see. Yep, I don't think I hit it, but let's just take another look. Okay, no hits there. And that's the original hit there, I believe. And here we go with the solid second hit. No real penetration, just a split or fracturing of the can itself. As you hear, nothing on the inside. Oh well, that's a wrap for the day, I think. And thanks for watching. And let me know what you think about this Ruger Mark I pellet pistol. Let me know if you have it. If you used it, what your experiences are with it, and whether or not there's any modifications that can be made to it to make it either more accurate, more user-friendly, or just more stylish. It's not a bad looking pistol. It's pretty stylish in its own right, which is one of the reasons why I was kind of drawn to it when I first saw it. So it has that space agey look to it. And as I said, aside from certain issues that I've encountered so far with the sight coming out for one, and that's no big deal, but it still shouldn't have come out. And the O-ring, hopefully I can find a replacement for that. And I think I have it fairly well sighted in now. I know how to make compensations and adjustments in my aim to actually hit the target. And there's, you know, just some fit issues with the flashing from the composite molding process. But all in all, as I said, it only cost $69 plus tax, of course. And I'll just have to see what else I can do with this thing in the future. All right, thanks again for watching, and any comments are welcome, particularly the constructive ones. Thanks, bye-bye.